Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the NFL Sunday Morning Show. I'm here with my guys, Football Talk with Bo, James from Felix by the Lake Podcast, and we got Big C from the Finn Posse Podcast. How you guys doing, man? It looks like Nicky will be here. There he is.
Yeah.
What is up, Nicky? What is up, everyone? How's everyone doing? A big show today.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah,
trade
doing
last
good.
night. Oh, the fucking
We had
blue,
an
man.
interesting night last night.
Yeah, I would definitely say I was seeing WrestleMania and my phone blows up. It was like, oh, Dexter Lawrence gets traded to the Bengals for the 10th overall pick. I'm like, 10th overall. Damn. All right. Dexter Lawrence now a Cincinnati Bengal. James, how do you feel about this one, man?
And the Bengals needed help on defense in the worst way. You hope for their sake. If you don't hate the Bengals, I have no reason to. They haven't been competitive in like 20 years.
Right.
If you don't hate them, you hope for their sake that you can see a better version of Dexter Lawrence than what we saw last year. He's only 28. There's no reason to think that his career should be on the downward slide at this point just because of one off year. I think it's a great move for the Bengals. The defensive tackles in this class are just not elite. You got some good run stoppers. You got some guys that are undersized that might be able to get after the quarterback. There isn't really that like big time defensive tackle early. So if that's what they wanted is a game-changing defensive lineman, it really wasn't available at the top end of the NFL draft this year. So go get your guy that you already know can dominate. They need help in every category, run defending, getting after the quarterback, all of it. And a guy that big, that strong, that influential can make big changes on your defense and allow you to get some supplementary pieces around them. But I wonder if it isn't just like a short-term solution, like a short-term Band-Aid for him, when maybe you might have been a little bit better off trying to invest heavier in the draft.
Mm-hmm. All right. Bo, give me your thoughts, man. You're muted.
Sorry about that. Yeah, they only need 10 other guys on that defense. So I don't know that this really helps them out that much. Does it add some flair? Sure, I guess. I mean, the thing is as good as he is, and even if you don't pay attention to last year, because, let's be honest, everybody got hurt on that team, so nobody's numbers look particularly good. But even if you ignore that one, I don't care how good you are in football. You can't win on your own. So, it's one of the things that I love about football. It really is a team sport. Like you can have absolute rock stars, but unless they can play together, it doesn't matter. It's not like basketball where one guy can take over a game or anything like that. So you can have Lawrence out there, but it's not going to matter because they don't have anyone else. So, realistically, what they probably should have done was traded back, amassed as many picks as possible, and try and plug some of these holes, because although the commercials might lie to you and you can just throw some Flex Seal on one big hole, it's just not going to do it.
Yeah. Nicky? You there? Oh, it looks like he's not there, so I guess I'll go. Keep Dexter Lawrence out of my division, so that's a plus. Keep him out of here. But I found it kind of interesting too, because Bengals were not on my radar, like at all. James, we were talking about this last week. We didn't even come up with the Bengals, did we? I don't even think so.
No.
It's just like out of the blue. It's just like, oh, Bengals. There you go. I'm like, dang. But now my question is, what are the Giants going to do with the 5th pick and the 10th pick? That's my question. Build a roster, trade it. What are they going to do with those picks, man? They have a lot of choices to do with that. So what do you guys think they do with that 10th overall pick?
Bo, you want to go first?
That's another team that needs stuff, right?
Yeah,
so, I mean, they could go. Man, I mean, they might be able to go grab a running back, because, I mean, I don't know that Scatabo survives just because he's crazy. But,
right.
I mean, they need so much stuff, too, that I feel like with those picks, they almost can't go wrong. because they need some line help. There's lots of offensive line and defensive line in this draft. But they're up high enough that they could get the 2 skill guys that exist in the first round. So, I mean, they actually have a lot of opportunity to do some stuff. So as far as who they actually target, man, I don't know. Especially if we're kicking this thing off with Lawrence going to the Bengals, like who knows what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, I think they got a real opportunity to make a big impact on one side of the football. I think if you go one offense, one defense, it's going to be tougher to make a bigger impact. But sitting at number 5 and number 10, at 5, you might be able to get Sonny Styles, the top middle linebacker in this draft, who's one of those like generational freak athletes. He defends the run really well. He's great in stack and shed. He's good in coverage. He's good at getting after the quarterback. And then at 10, you might be able to turn around and get his teammate Caleb Downs, the top safety. Imagine getting an elite middle linebacker and an elite safety. That changes your defense in a major way if you can do something like that. And if you go the opposite side, man, at 10, you can probably snag Kenyon Sadiq, a game-changing type of tight end. And at number 5, take whoever you think is the number 1 wide receiver or whoever you think is the number 1 offensive tackle and give yourself either some protection or some weapons for your young offensive skill players.
Well, that's where I was thinking they could potentially go and just make everybody mad and snag Jeremiah Love, right? Because
I was just about to say Love. I was just about to say Love.
For the Giants at about 3 different directions with the 5th and 10th pick. You could go offensive line, a receiver. You could go defensive line, offensive line, or D-line receiver, or possibly if you're worried about Scadaboo, a running back, offensive line. There's several different directions you could go with those picks.
See, and
you should be worried. Holes they got to fill.
You should be worried about Scadaboo, right? Like, as entertaining as he is and as fun as he is to watch, that dude is going to have a short career. The way that he plays, he's going to battle injuries. And, when you have a running back that runs a 4.3, like, I mean, I don't know how you don't draft him if he's available.
Right. Yeah. Me and my dad always go back and forth about Jeremiah Love, where we think he's going to go. He keep on saying the Titans would take Jeremiah Love. And I'm like, the Titans, true, but I also said the Giants. I'm like, vice versa. So it's just like, I'm just waiting for that pick to happen. And it'd be like, there you go. You got it wrong.
Imagine if they decided, hey, you know what? We're going to play old school football in New York. We're going to run split backs with Scadaboo and Love.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I kind of don't want Jeremiah Love because we'll be playing against him 2 times a year for the next 10 to 15 to 20 years. So I'm like, who's the real loser of this trade? The Eagles in the division.
There's no way you're playing him for 20 years. He's a running back, man. Like they don't.
I know, but I'm just saying because he's old.
Even if he does have Frank Gore, Adrian Peterson durability, he's going to start bouncing around later in his career
for sure.
Yeah.
Nobody's Adrian Peterson. Like that guy is a cyborg. Like I don't know how that guy was still as fast when he left as he was when he came in. Like that was ridiculous.
It's crazy. Even Washington, he still had flashes of brilliance, even though he wasn't peak Peterson. He had that 90-something yarder on that Monday night game against us. He had a few other highlights.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Nikki, what do you think of the trade for the Bengals, though, to get Dexter Lawrence? What do you think about that, though?
That's a really good move right there because that defense, at least you got a star player who is a veteran that can bring that leadership presence to a much-needed leadership presence to a deep locker room that's got outside of Trey Hendrickson in the past couple of years, they've been. And I think it's also coaching too, in part, both scouting and how you coach up the players during practice, because clearly it obviously hasn't been the best system based off their performance the past couple of years. I can't remember who it was said that they're not practicing hard enough and it showed in their games. So I think you do need someone like Dexter Lawrence for the leadership on the field play. And also you need better evaluation in terms of your talent and in terms of how you prepare these guys for the game on the defensive side of the ball.
See, and that's where that's not going to happen because it's the only team in the division that kept all their coaches and GMs.
Yep.
Yeah, so you better draft better because you're not going to coach them any better.
Well, and you're not going to draft better because your GM didn't change. Like that team,
Right.
everyone else in that division, you had a case for like not letting people go. They're the team where you're like, yeah, they should fire everybody. Like, nope, keeping them all.
And just to be a heel, like maybe you guys as Eagles fans should actually want the Giants to draft Jeremiah Love, because then you can just repeat the cycle of Saquon Barkley where they don't give him enough help. After 4 years, he's begging to get out of there, and then he comes and takes over for Barkley when Barkley's winding down in his career in Philadelphia. So maybe you just get a replay of like one of the best running backs in the league, and 4 years from now he's yours.
I mean, yeah, unless that defense is self-coached like that 95 Cowboys team with Barry Switzer, they're not going to all of a sudden overnight get better.
No, well, that's what really didn't make sense about the Bengals there is it's like, okay, if you were going to make that move, why not just pay Hendrickson?
Yeah.
He's already in the building. Like, it's not like he was a scrub. He was the only thing good on your defense. And so I don't know. So much of that didn't make sense. Like when it first hit my phone, I was like, oh, someone's messing with me. Like, this is stupid. And then I'm looking, I'm like, oh no, that's Shefty. Okay. Wow. All right.
Yeah. But it was actually kind of funny too with Dexter Lawrence because I did the exact same thing about Hendrickson. Now Hendrickson's on the Ravens. The Bengals got Lawrence. Now the Raiders have Max Crosby. That division is good. And then Steelers, what is it, Watt? You guys have Watt, right?
DJ Watt now, Ty Smith, Nick Herbig. Yeah. We're kind of loaded up at outside linebacker.
This division just got so much better.
Oh my God. You know Joe Burrow is like, let's see, which week do I get hurt?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. But
he's got to put aside some money for medical bills, unfortunately, behind that offensive line.
Exactly. Yeah, but now we got to talk about, I feel like this is one more breaking news. Will Anderson gets a historical historical extension. Like, dang, he got paid. So, Bo, what do you think of it?
I mean, you knew it was coming.
Like, I know, but I didn't think it would be that much.
I mean, he was a top prospect coming into the league, and he did not disappoint. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that gets you paid every time. And the way the NFL is today, it's, whoever's next gets the biggest payday. So, I mean, I don't know. I wasn't shocked by it.
Yeah. 3 years, $150 million contract extension, highest not paid non-quarterback in history, $50 million per year, $134 million guaranteed. Jesus. All right, James, what do you think?
Well, I'm just seeing the money on it right now. I had heard that he got extended, but hadn't seen the money on it. I wasn't expecting him to be the new highest paid defender. I mean, the kid's talented. He's very good, but I'm surprised that he got paid more than every other edge rusher in the NFL, and by a pretty wide margin, it looks like as well. So these are the kind of contracts that makes things difficult for everybody else. When the next guy up gets such a huge raise over the last guy, like we just saw this happen at the center position with Tyler Linderbaum. It goes from like 18 or 19 million for the highest paid center to 27. So he's getting a massive raise, which means the next guy is going to want more than that. And that's the kind of thing that makes it difficult for teams to retain their own talent and actually form an entire roster that's decent. Because the percentage is just too far up, man. Like Will's really good. He's a really good player, and he might make me look real stupid and lead the league in sacks the next 3 years. But I think it's a little bit of an overpay. Not massive.
I didn't say it was a good. But, I didn't say it was a good idea. I just wasn't surprised by it.
Yeah, I think if you would have given him $40 million a year, I would have said, yeah, that makes sense. Put him right in that top group. He hasn't proven it yet by leading the league in sacks or anything like that. But he's really good. He's really young. You would only expect him to get better. To pay him the most is, whoo. That's something, man.
Yeah. How old is he? He's got to be like, what?
He's still
He's
got to be
old.
pretty young. He's only 3
He's
seasons
24.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
only
going to say he's
24.
on his rookie deal at the moment.
Yeah. So, Nikki, talk to me about the contract extension.
I mean, I'm really not a fan of these big extensions for the reason James said. He nailed it perfectly that over time, once the ceiling for a position gets raised, like say, for example, to 22 million, then someone's going to want 26, 27 million. Then it's eventually going to get raised to 32 million. It just continues. And eventually teams start paying more and more and more for star players of a position who are good at their job. And I get the players wanting the money, but that whole market thing, particularly with the owners paying up and it just the max salary increasing for that position over time, it's hard to build a team around him because you get locked in with a certain player who is a really good player, but has a huge contract, and it's hard to build the rest of the team, especially if it's a center, say, then how are you going to get receivers to surround your quarterback, or how are you going to get people on the D line? It's going to be harder to get those guys that can help you win in the long haul. So over time, that can be problematic for teams. And it's great for the players' pocketbook. And I don't blame the players for taking the money at all. Take the money if you're being offered it. But it's more so just the way it's run from the business side that in the long term does some harm to team development. We've seen with quarterbacks like Dak and Jordan Love getting really big contracts. That sometimes might hurt the team's ability to build around them, especially the Cowboys. When they hit that free agency 2024, big smackdown to mediocrity.
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's what helps keep parity in the league, though. I mean, the fact that the salary cap does dismantle teams is why every postseason you have 6 new teams in it.
Yeah. Yeah, but is Will Anderson like what? Top 5 defensive player? Top 5, 10? He's up there, right?
Top 10 for sure.
Top 10.
For sure.
Top 5 edge, easy. Defense, top 10.
Yeah. Was he the first overall pick?
Second?
He was the second one, right?
Was he second or third? That was the year that they traded back up for him, right? They took.
Yeah, that was CJ Stroud.
Yeah, they took Stroud and then Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that at 1 and 2?
Third.
And 3.
It was actually the third overall pick.
Yeah.
So, it was let's see here. Following their selection,
that's where it's going to be for them because they're going to have to pay Stroud too, and he's probably going to get $50 million a year too. So now a third of your total salary cap's in 2 guys.
Oh, they're not going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I said it wasn't a good idea. I just wasn't surprised by it because it's what the NFL is today. Like if you're going to win and you have real talented guys on rookie deals, you better win while they're rookies because you won't as soon as they're not. I mean, there's that stat rolling around out there that as soon as your quarterback is 14% of your cap or higher, you don't win. You know, I think there's been 2 Super Bowls by quarterbacks that have done that, that have been over that mark.
Yeah, one of them, Mahomes.
Exactly. Yeah. So, I mean, it doesn't say good things when you have that. And then, of course, you look at the Bengals, right? I like that we're just banging on the Bengals the whole day, I guess. But, you know, you look at the 2 receivers and the quarterback. I mean, that is those 3 guys had more than their entire defense combined when it came to salary. And then people are like, how come the defense is so bad? It's because there's 1 dude on it. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then they let him go and they bring in 1 dude. Like, unless they are batting 1,000 through the draft,
which they're not.
No, definitely not. Your Bengals fans are in for another long season.
Oh my God. What is it? The Bengals hate episode?
Well, that's why I said we're just banging on the Bengals today, I guess. Like, I don't know.
They got no claws to strike back, man, so we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
In terms of defamation lawsuits, what are they going to get from us?
Yeah, nothing.
We're stating facts, actually. Like,
I got a house full of dogs. You think I'm scared of the Bengals?
All right, let's keep it with the Bengals then. With this addition, are they still? Would they go in your division?
If they try to pin me against the wall, they might fumble me, and I might get away.
They're looking at 3rd place again.
Third.
I'm assuming Rodgers comes back and it's a battle between the Ravens and Steelers for first again, like it's been for a while. And I kind of doubt that the Browns win more than 4 games this year, like normal.
Yeah. Oh my God. When is Aaron Rodgers going to make that announcement? Next week?
Not before the draft.
Nah.
I've been saying it all along. He has no chance he's announcing it before the draft. A week or two after.
That is so annoying. I don't understand why.
Because
we all know you're coming back. Just do it.
He wants to do as many drugs in the offseason as he possibly can, and he doesn't want to go to any of these mini camp practices. So he's living his life and getting himself a full vacation in the offseason. And if he decides to play again, which I kind of expect he will, because he seemed like he had a lot of fun. From all accounts, he's in pretty constant contact with Mike McCarthy right now, which is an odd thing if you're not planning on playing for that coach. So it sounds like every indication is that he'll be back in Pittsburgh for one more season. So we'll see how that all.
Wow.
I mean, hey, he's the best quarterback they've had starting for him for 6 years. So.
Yeah. What is up? Thank you for stopping by. James, this is Aaron. We're talking about the man. He has an ego size of a California. He wants to really. Hey.
Oh yeah, I mean it is. There's no doubt Rodgers has a massive ego. There's absolutely no doubt. You're 100% right on that. But it benefits Pittsburgh also because if it's already on kind of an unwritten agreement, hey, you're going to come in. You don't want to sign yet. You want to have your freedom. People are just going to be trading in front of the Steelers, assuming that they're going to be going after quarterbacks that they have no intention of drafting. I won't be surprised if they draft one in the 3rd or 4th round and take a shot at one of these guys in the draft. But as far as like the first 2 rounds, it's not happening. They're not taking Ty Simpson. He won't work in Pittsburgh. So, yeah, it only benefits Pittsburgh if other people think that Rodgers isn't coming.
Lord, but yeah, all right, Bo, you good?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Like everything was fine, and then I heard a click, no audio. I was like,
that's what happened to me. My headset tick went off.
Oh no, but mine's wired.
Hey,
so
no. Oh, okay, but it was just like
no rhyme or reason. Yeah, like that's why in the private chat I was like, I guess I'm gonna log out. Like I don't know.
Like that just happened to me. I was like, hold on. I turned it off, turned it back on, and it was fine. I'm like, that's just weird. Freaking StreamYard, I guess. I don't know.
That's the thing. Like, we could dedicate an entire show to just barbecuing StreamYard and how bad the product has become.
Right? Right? Oh my God. Like, they added this new widget thing. Have you used it? Like the vote thing?
No, God, no. Could we just fix the things that we need to work? Like, could we do that part instead of adding goofy stuff? And you know, I wish it was me pushing the wrong buttons because that is way easier to fix.
Back to the contract. Why is it that the safety and linebacker position over the past few years have been devalued? Like they don't matter that much anymore.
So that's actually a pretty easy one to answer, really. And it's because the league is pushing offense. Yeah. So that's why you're seeing offensive players, their salaries continue to rise. Safeties have been slowly creeping up, but to your point, linebackers are less so. There's less emphasis on the running game, so and unless you are a Saquon or a CMC, or I mean, you basically have 5 impactful running backs in this league. And then outside of that, it is all up to your wide receivers. So that's why you're not seeing those. It's not that they are devalued from a fan perspective. It's devalued by the league.
Yeah.
I think we've got a little bit of a talent issue at those positions too. Sure. It's just not as many elite guys anymore. Like we still have Fred Warner, but outside of him, who are the truly elite middle linebackers or off-ball linebackers in the NFL? It changes from year to year. Like 1 year, Roquan Smith looks like he's just as good. Then the next year, he doesn't look like he's even good enough to be the starter on the team. Like you don't know, there's no consistency Even at safety, we don't have guys that are getting like 6 or 7 picks every year. They have a good year, and then nobody throws their direction the entire next year. So you're not getting like elite play year after year from these guys, which is kind of what you need for teams to justify giving you top dollar and like record setting and resetting the market kind of contracts.
Well, and not only that, like Travis Hunter's probably the best example to illustrate this exact issue. He can play both sides of the ball. They're like, hey, you need to pick one. You can be a corner, or you can make twice as much money being a receiver. Even though he was better at corner, he's a receiver.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the money.
Yeah. He definitely
absolutely.
has the money now. He definitely has the money. So actually, we're gonna do spin the wheel because the draft is coming up. So we're gonna spin the wheel.
Thursday.
Whatever it lands on, you guys have to say what their biggest need is going into the draft. Like, is it gonna trade up, trade back, draft this position in the first round? So let's get right into it here. I got the wheel. Where are you? There we go. With the logos, no names, thank God, because sometimes the names they spell wrong here. So,
Oh, that's
Nikki, we're gonna start. Yeah, Nikki, we're gonna start with you.
All right.
Let me exit out of that so we can see that. And exit out of it. All right, Cleveland Browns, Nikki.
Oh,
It's funny because I was thinking it was going to
Yeah.
be the Jets. So equal dumpster fire. Here we go.
right, exactly. Now
What
the
do you-
Browns. Holy
Alright.
smokes. Let me-
Have
The
fun.
answer, yeah, I
Have
need
fun.
Come on, stay quarterback. You know you want
in
to.
the first round. All right, yeah, I'm gonna see where they pick in the first round just to give me a realistic idea.
They're number 6, I believe.
All right,
Yeah, they're
number
the six overall pick. Yep.
Number 6, you obviously got to go offensive side of the ball. So you either go with the top offensive lineman, or you go for a top receiver to at least help on the offensive side. Because we're assuming that Shador is going to be the starter. We still don't know yet, but either way, regardless of who's the quarterback, you need help on the offensive side. You need an offensive lineman to give him protection, or a receiver.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, you could still maybe pick a receiver, then trade up later in the first round, get an offensive lineman, but you got to start on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Get one of the
Maybe
two.
an ownership group. I don't know.
Yeah.
Gino goes. Brown needs a whole new team.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You need to do a coup of Jimmy Haslam and get a new owner.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right, James, you are up. Let's click here.
You put Jimmy Haslam in prison for being a crook.
True. Detroit Lions.
Okay.
All right, the Lions are kind of fun. There's a
Right? I was just thinking that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people talking about Penei Sewell moving to left tackle and them possibly targeting a right tackle.
Oh, wow.
So looks like they've got number 17, and at that stage, you ought to have some options at the offensive tackle position. So I think if there's somebody that they like, they can shore up that offensive line. They've got a lot of nice weapons on offense.
Yeah.
So if you can shore up the offensive line, give Goff time. He's a nice pocket quarterback. If given time, he can pick people apart. So if it were me, I'd prioritize offensive tackle and see what you've got available. Take the best guy that you think you can stick at right tackle. I'm sure Penei Sewell will be just fine at left tackle. He could probably play about anything. So
Yeah.
that's what I'd be leaning towards if I were them.
All right. Bo, what about you? Let's see what you got. Watch it be Seattle. I'm calling Seattle.
Oh, that would be funny.
Or give him a division
Bengals.
rival.
Oh, man. It had to be. It had to be.
Yes.
That's the whole
Dunk on him
point of
again,
roasting
Bo.
them.
Dunk
Right?
on him
Like,
again.
I've been beating up on the Bengals the whole day. I mean, what don't they need? Like
Quarterback.
right? I mean, it might even honestly, they should probably get one because he's going to get hurt.
Probably. I was going to say that.
I mean, you know, obviously, probably the main thing they have to do, as much as I want to hate on the defense because it is awful, they need some offensive line because if they want Joe Burrow to survive a season, they need him to stay upright. Are they going to win a lot of games by fixing the offensive line? No, because it'll be 49 to 45 shootouts every week, but you at least have a chance. if your quarterback is in the game. So one of their first things is they got to fix that offensive line. They don't have enough draft picks in that division. Like the whole division combined don't have enough draft picks to fix the defense. So at least fix the offensive line. I wasn't trying to roast the Bengals there, Gino. It seemed, I guess it's that day.
It's pretty
It just
easy to do, though.
happened. It just happened. All right. What about me? Let's see who I get. Please let it be Eagles. Please. Packers. Okay.
All right.
That's kind of interesting. Huh.
Oh, come on. Make everybody mad. Say quarterback.
I was actually thinking that. That was in the back of my mind, but no, I'm going to go corner. I'm going to go cornerback because didn't they just trade? Wait, didn't they just trade for Diggs and they need to just let him go?
Yeah, they.
Oh, yeah.
Corner is the number one listed need on ESPN for them, so I think that's
Yeah,
smart.
I'm gonna go corner. I'm gonna go corner, especially with that division there. So,
Yeah.
all right, that was easy. Nikki, let's see who
Gone.
Nikki gets for this
That
one.
might be tough. He's gone.
Nikki's out.
Yeah, he disappeared. And he would have got Dallas. That would have been even.
Mitch, maybe you should take Dallas. We'll
What
snake
just happened to me? Oh my god! All right, he said he'll be right back. All right. Hey Tyler, what is up, man? What is up? Chiefs fan there. All right. Should I go for the Cowboys? Will you
Yeah.
be here all
Yeah,
freaking
you might
day?
as well.
Yeah, you probably know him better than we do.
A new quarterback? Someone who can actually lead them to like a playoff
I mean, you can't
series?
even do that based on the cap hit.
I know, right? So I'm basically what? Oh, who's their running back now? I'm actually drawing the blank. Who's their
mean,
running back?
Honestly, they need secondary help, is what they
Yeah.
need.
They need secondary. They need a linebacker. Micah Parsons is gone, so you could go any route there. I'm gonna go linebacker. Micah
Yeah,
Parsons.
I mean, their secondary, when you look over the last couple of years, every time you see it they start playing good teams, there's a receiver, and then way at the edge of the frame is all of their skill guys. So they need to figure that out. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm being honest, not just barbecuing these guys for no reason, secondary is a major concern.
Yeah, I'm going linebacker because you let go of Micah Parsons. So
They were
Yeah,
better
Mike-
against the run after he left, though.
that's actually kind of crazy. All right, James, who you got? Can we actually get one of our teams? Oh,
There
of
you go.
course.
There you go.
Well, I can't make you go 3 times in a row here, Mitch. So,
All right, Nikki, you got so lucky because we landed on you, and it was Dallas Cowboys. You got so lucky.
let him take Philly then,
All right,
Yeah,
Nikki,
exactly.
since he's back.
go for Philly, man. What do
All
the
right,
Eagles
let's
need?
do this. First round, you gotta fill up some of the voids that we lost in free agency. You either go best edge or best safety. Look at the board, decide who's the most impactful player between the two positions, and fill in the void there. Help keep that defense bolstered because you still got Vic Fangio, you still got other familiar faces there. Of course, you got just Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Mitchell, DeGene, even Jahad Campbell had a nice little rookie season. So I'd say go there. Then maybe the second round, go for an offensive lineman in the long haul. But first round, you either go best edge to fill that Jalen Phillips void or best safety to fill the Blankenship void. Keep that defense strong.
So basically, whichever is the best Georgia player at the position.
Pretty much.
All
So
right,
you go ahead.
James. All right, James. This one's yours now.
All right.
Hold on. Ravens.
Ravens, that's kind of easy. They need guard in the worst way. They need wide receiver help in the worst way. That would be how I would approach it. Also, where they're at number 14, there's a really good chance of Kenyon Sadiq, the top tight end, being available, being that they lost Isaiah Likely in free agency and the tight end behind him. If they're intending on running 2 tight end offenses, that would be a really good move to have an athletic freak like that back in the room to fill that void from Isaiah Likely. I kind of hope they go wide receiver, but just because I don't value the wide receivers available at the top of the draft as highly as some of the other positions. And if they take guard, it's probably going to take the guy I want in the worst way for Pittsburgh from Penn State. So I'm hoping that they're looking at wide receiver or tight end or somebody else that I don't think Pittsburgh's going to go after.
Wait a minute. You know what I just realized? If you look at the wheel, it's separated by divisions.
Yeah,
I just realized that.
Oh, that's funny.
Look, you got the Bengals, Browns, Steelers,
Yes, I
Ravens,
noticed
and then you got the Jets, Patriots, Dolphins, Bills, Seattle. Like,
Yep.
Oh wow, I just noticed that. God dang.
It's funny too, because the way it was slowing down, I was like, oh, he's going to get the Bengals also.
That would have been fun, though.
All right, Bo, who you got here? Bengals.
Yeah, you got to spin it again. Don't do them like that.
That is so
I'll
messed
spin
up.
If it does it again, I'll Lions.
Hit it again. Hit it
Yeah,
again. Let's get to a team we haven't done yet.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of these. Actually, there you go.
Vikings.
Vikings.
Okay.
Our
That-
quarterback.
I mean,
Yeah.
kinda, right? Yeah. So they have a good team. The quarterback's position is a major concern to me. JJ is obviously not the guy. They go get Kyler, which I don't love him in that system, right? When you look at O'Connell's design, he likes a true quarterback, like a stereotypical guy that will stand in the pocket and deliver the ball. That's not what Kyler is, right? And you can blame it on his height if you want, but he's that athletic type guy that works better on the move. And that's not generally how that offense works very well. So probably I'm going to say quarterback, even though they're not going to go get that. Not only are they not going to get it, but there's just not a lot of options in this draft anyway.
Mhm.
But so I guess based on that, maybe enhance the offensive line in hopes that Kyler can survive a little bit longer. But that's a team that with a functional quarterback is a playoff team, or with what they have, they're not.
So I'm looking at the division, right? You got that division is tough. I can't see them. Like I get the Bear. I have Bears over them. I have the Lions over them, and I have the Packers over them.
Yeah.
So, I don't see them making the playoffs again. And
Well,
I feel bad for Justin Jefferson.
So if they had a above average quarterback, right? Not elite or anything like that. If they just had a guy that can get in there, has a quick delivery, and is accurate, they're a wild card team.
Yeah.
Right? Like they'd get in. Because that team absolutely has the talent to go win. The offensive line is decent. The defense is solid. They have weapons all over the place. Their liability is the quarterback position. Them going and getting Kyler, I get from the financial standpoint because they are in serious cap trouble and they get him for free. I get it from that end, but you probably could have got Cousins for almost nothing too. I mean, Atlanta's eating most of his contract anyway, and he's familiar with the guys and he can run that system. I don't know. It just, that was a weird pickup to me. I don't feel like that's the answer.
Nah.
Yeah, we saw the drop off, right? When Sam Darnold left town, they went from 13-3 down to whatever they ended up last year, not even looking all that competitive. And none of us is trying to compare Sam Darnold to Joe Montana or anything. But Sam was very good. And he doesn't have to be great or elite, but he was very good. And that allowed all those weapons to do what they needed to do and just have a prolific offense. The weapons are there. I can't agree with Bo Moore.
Yeah, would they draft a quarterback in the later rounds? I can actually see them doing that.
They should take a dart throw at somebody. Yeah, there's no reason not to, because the answer's not on your team right now.
No, well, and as I recall, they actually have like 8 draft picks or something like that. So I mean, they could absolutely go and grab one of these guys. Because I mean, you have the number 1 guy, right? Mendoza's going number 1. Ty Simpson is somewhere between pick number 2 in the middle of the second round. Like he has the widest range, and then everyone else is like mid to late third round at best.
Yeah.
And later. So, I mean, they should take a stab at somebody that is, later rounds, because worst case, you're out a third or worse, which, let's be honest, is usually a comp pick anyway.
Yeah, and it looks like they have 2 third-round picks, so why not use one of those and taking a dart throw at one of these guys with all the tools?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who's next for me? All right. The Colts.
Okay.
Huh. Finally, we get someone different. Who's I'm trying to think. Their
That's an
defense is
interesting one, really.
it really is. Because I'm trying to who's their wide receivers right now? Hang on, I'm
Well, they
looking
just
this
got
up here.
Here's the big money, but they lost Pittman in that trade, so
Right.
they might be looking for a wide receiver number 2.
Yeah. Obviously they're keeping running back. They got Jonathan Taylor. They extended Daniel Jones, but he's still injured, and you got Anthony Richardson there. So I could see them quarterback in the later rounds. They got Tyler Warren. They're set on tight end for a long while. You can honestly go offensive line too to protect your quarterback, and they do have Sauce Gardner. So I'm like they're set on corner. So I might go offensive line just to protect Daniel Jones and or Anthony Richardson and draft a quarterback in the later rounds. That's the way I see it. So Anthony doing a mock draft. All right. All right, man. Sounds good. All right. Let's see here. Nikki, you're in next. This will be the last set, and then we'll go into trivia. So let's see. Oh wow. Nikki, you got a good one.
Saints, yeah.
Okay.
They're not marquee in.
Right. They're trying to fill the voids and hope it'll help in that subpar division at best.
Yeah.
You see, when do they pick?
Number 8 overall.
Okay, number 8. That's actually pretty solid. And
Yeah.
you have multiple options. You could go try to get another weapon for Tyler Show. Maybe you feel like Kamara's running a little low on shelf life, so maybe try to get. Do they have another running back that's trying to?
No, see, I was thinking
No.
they would try and make a move for Love because Kamara's out of there.
Yeah, that might be a good idea because they need another long-term back because Kamara is on his last legs at this point. You need someone for the long term. Although so probably go on that side, either O-line or running back. If you could get Love, hey, go for it. See if it pans out.
So what are you doing? What are you going then, Nikki?
I'm going running back for the Saints.
Got it. All right, James, you're up. Oh wait, what the? All right. I don't know what happened there. There's a glitch. Niners.
Niners, are we looking at a wide receiver spot here? I feel like they're pretty thin in that position at this point.
I can see that because Ayuk is supposedly supposed to go to the Redskins. There you go. I'm sticking with that one name. Let's see here.
As far as the Niners are concerned, he could go to Target. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, like, when was the last time he even stepped on the field? It seems like at this point. So between guys with big personalities that don't want to come to play and guys getting shot and like they need some weapons in there. Looks like offensive tackle and edge are also listed, so I could see either one of those. With them being number 27, if you need offensive tackle, that might be a good range for Maxi Anachor, who I'm a big fan of. He's only been playing college football for 2 years. He's got all the tools and athleticism. And honestly, for how inexperienced he is at playing football, his footwork's incredible. He's a really, really quick on his feet. So I think that would be a tremendous option for them if he's available there at 27, which I think he will be, because I think the best case is he's a back of the first round because he's so raw, but I don't think he'll make it to them in the second round.
All right, Bo, let's see who you got for the last one. Let's see here. Colts.
Let's go again.
Respin.
Yeah. Let's get a new team.
Commanders.
All right.
I mean, okay. So this
Younger.
is
Younger.
that's the thing, right? Is there's not much they don't need. Like they hit lightning in a bottle with a lot of old veterans, and a lot of these guys are leaving the roster. So that was the quickest rise and fall ever, right? So weirdly, there's not really a wrong answer for Washington. Where are they picking? They're like what?
Number 7.
Number 7. Yeah, I mean, you got to go defense. Their defense is old. There are a couple of high graded linebackers that you could get in there. They don't really look like they want to bring Wagner back, so they're going to need somebody that is going to fill that role. It's funny to see these teams continue to move on from Bobby Wagner, and then he just comes out and has another 100 tackle year. Like it's funny because they're like, oh, he's old, he's going to drop off, and then he just is the second best linebacker in the game every year. So, but I have a feeling they're gonna be looking at either D line or linebacker right around there.
All right. That sounds good there. All right, guys, we're going to go to NFL trivia and then we're going to call it. So, all right. What was the original name for the Kansas City Chiefs?
Dallas Texans.
Yeah. Good job, Nikki. Wow. All right. Which franchise has the longest playoff drought in NFL history?
I mean, that's got to be the Lions.
It's not the Bengals.
It's got to be the Lions because they like current drought or all-time drought.
Historically brutal stretch, so playoff drought. It's not the Lions.
Oh, then
it's in the NFC. I'm gonna give you that. Oh, no. It's in the NFC.
Oh, it's the NFC. Watch it be like the Cardinals or something.
Was it Tampa Bay?
It is the Cardinals. It is the Cardinals.
I mean, I was just thinking over the last 20 years they've won our division like once or something. Like it was like it's not great.
Yeah. Which running back has the most career rushing yards without ever winning an MVP?
Is it Jerome Bettis?
No.
Eric Dickerson?
Nope.
No, that's
Walter Payton?
Nope.
Franco Harris?
Nope.
Roger Craig?
I'll give you a hint. He was mostly known on, I think this is the only team he was on, the Niners.
Frank Gore?
Frank Gore.
Oh.
It's funny because he was always so he put up numbers quietly.
Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah.
Like you'd look at the end of the year and you're like, where did he get those stats? Like I don't remember a game. And then you look at the numbers and you're like, wow, I mean, he had a year. Like who knew?
Another 800, 900 yard year.
Exactly. Except for against Seattle. Like he always had like a day against Seattle, right? Like all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, he tore off 165 yards. And you're like, oh, like he's looked like trash all year. I mean, obviously not because he's putting up numbers, but like in your mind, you're like, you're never hearing anything. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, he just, put up over 100 on us. Awesome.
All right, guys. So that's going to call it. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. Bo, what you got coming up?
Man, a lot. So this is there's some crazy overlap when it comes to stuff. So it's the finishing of hockey. The WNBA starts. Rugby already started. Arena football started. So I'm driving to Seattle constantly now.
How far is the drive?
So without traffic, it's about 35, 40 minutes. Except that doesn't exist in Seattle, but so there's that. It can take anywhere between like 45 minutes and an hour and a half.
All right. That's crazy. James, what about you, man? What you got coming up?
A ton this week. So we're doing a live mock draft tomorrow night at 7:00 on Facebook and YouTube. And then I'm going to be going live for every single pick that the Steelers make this year in the NFL draft, all 3 days, which is 12 picks more than any other team. So you're going to see this face on on YouTube all weekend long. I took off a week of work so that I can just like dedicate myself to it specifically and just enjoy the draft, which is like my favorite time of the year. So,
Nikki, what about you,
you
man?
gonna go? You gonna go to the draft?
nah, it's too much of a mess, man. I don't.
Oh, man. Okay, for
It isn't big
me,
enough for all those people.
Yeah, what about you,
got-
Nikki?
Tuesday's the big day. We got the 3-point blitz, which I was deliberating between noon and 4 p.m. I'm going to stick with the noon time slot because that's the one people know. Then at 8, during that, talk NBA playoffs and a little bit about the NFL draft, mock draft preview. And then at 8 p.m., me and Agent Warrior X are doing episode 10 of Everything on the Table. He was on a 2-week hiatus. 1 week I did a solo edition doing tier ranker in reaction to Riot Comedy. Last week I took a hiatus from the show, but it's back this week with its regular format of Agent Warrior as my co-host. You might see some YouTube shorts drop in between.
And yeah, for me, Sixers they're in the playoffs somehow.
Yep.
Against the Boston Celtics, wish me luck. I got to stream
It was
each
fun
one of
while
those.
it lasted.
Yeah, exactly. You have a better chance with the Flyers doing something.
Yeah, right. They beat the
Game
Penguins
on,
last
so-
night.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
That's what I'm saying.
And don't even get me started on the Phillies. Don't even get me started.
Well, you'd be the only one that did because they haven't
Right.
started doing anything.
I know. I have them not even making the playoffs. I said that since last year.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, my Mariners are stinking it up too, so I get it.
Yeah. I mean, I go on and on. All right, guys. We'll catch you all later. Like, share, subscribe, and peace. Have a good one, guys.